your horror movie podcast.
Hey, Justin,
What's up?
what's a cowboy's favorite salad dressing?
Ranch?
Absolutely. Welcome back, Hack Stab Slash. It's your boy Hacky. This dude right here.
Just Justin.
We're doing some more movies for 31 for 31. Will you come along with us? We covered 31 of our favorite Halloween movies, and this one is Justin's pick. Justin, what did you pick? Why did you pick it? And how come it's the remake of The Grudge and not the OG Grudge?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I picked I picked The Grudge, the 2004 American version. I'm beyond excited for this rewatch. I was so excited for this watch because I remember watching this movie and this movie scared the crap out of me.
There's
We'll
no
get
way this
into
is
how I feel about it.
PG-13, right?
Like, we'll get into it about how I feel on the rewatch. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of thoughts, but I will say atmosphere is so important in watching horror movies. When this came out, what, 2004? So I watched this whenever it came to like DVD or whatever it was back then, so probably 2005 or something. I watched this late at night. I remember exactly where I watched it, like completely dark room with friends and everything, and it was like terrifying. Like it was the scariest shit ever. Did you like this movie? Were you excited for this rewatch? How you feeling?
I absolutely love this movie because it scared just the crap out of me. And the first time I watched this was actually in a tent while we were camping out in the middle of nowhere. And like you said, atmosphere is everything.
I can't believe you just brought that up at that. That's
Yes,
crazy.
atmosphere is everything. And this movie has a way of making you want to stare at the screen and absorb everything around you. Everything around you feels like it's moving. Everything around you feels like the shadows are growing. Like this movie is the creep factor is 110, hands down.
Yeah. Yeah, I was super excited and I guess we
We
can
even,
just get in.
yeah,
Sorry.
we get it right off the opening scenes too. Like you don't even the first 30 seconds, you don't even know who Bill Pullman's character is.
Dude, you have no clue what's going on. Even like the first like 10 minutes, I have no clue what's going on in this movie when you first watch it. It takes a while to unwrap the story, which is
Yeah,
awesome, which is really cool.
all it gives you is like this quick little spirits, the grudge, people watching, witnessing something horrific, like that little blurb.
I
And then
do love
this
that
dude
part.
is like looking out over a balcony, and his wife, I'm assuming, wakes up and says like, "Oh, you're up early," and this man just like, I don't know, ironing board folds over the fucking railing. It just
Weird, weird is.
Justin's already dying. Do you need a
Oh
drink?
my,
You got a scratch in the
yeah,
back of your
man.
throat? I don't know who dies faster, you or this chick, Yoko. I mean, Yoko is there helping the mom, and this is the first jump scare in the movie, and it scared the hell out of me when she goes towards the attic. And she's the fucking opening credits, bro, aren't even done rolling yet, and we've had two kills,
No.
two, not
And
one,
and
two.
that's what I mean. I love it too because like you have to piece this together. Like you see a guy just randomly fall over the balcony. You have a girl walking around for a couple minutes. You're like, what the hell is even happening? And then she's killed by this creepy ass ghost. And then
Oh
boom,
no,
before you know it, you meet Karen and her boyfriend, which Kara is Sarah Michelle Gellar, and you see like she's there in Japan. She's like a caretaker, and you see she's like caring for some family and stuff that are like a woman has like dementia.
she's got grudge eye. She doesn't have dementia. She doesn't got nothing like that. She's been grudged, and she's cleaning up
Completely
around this
grudged.
house, and it goes from two immediate kills to like, all right, let's slow the story down and give you some background. Because right after she gets there and she's filling in for Yoko, we
Yep.
see Emma, Matt, and Jen. And this is where I learned Emma like was a functioning human being.
Hmm.
It
Oh,
just
it's wicked
so
cool how
weird.
they do that. Yeah, no, it's especially like you said how it like slows down because you start seeing the background. You see her taking care of Emma and everything, and then you see the background. You see like you see them all come there. They're healthy. Everything is good, and they're haunted. And I guess right before this happened, we actually I believe does Emma get killed really fast? Like that we have the ceiling scene, and then all the flashbacks start happening, and that was the first scene. That was like right away when I got wicked scared. When you see like she comes and checks on Emma, and you just have I don't even know what you want to call that, like the hair, the black thing on the
Yeah, it was
ceiling.
like the floating thing. I think much like the ring, that right now our main like villain, the Grudge, what's her name? I'm not even gonna try to
Uh,
say her name right now, dude.
yeah,
I
that's the
am a
thing. I know. I'm
mess.
like, is it Kayoko?
Kayoko, yes, yes,
Kayoko or
Kayoko.
something? Yeah,
Like when she pops up and every time you see her, it's not like she's trying to kill Karen. It feels like she's trying to give her the story because right up until she sees her, Karen gets transported backwards into that, and this happens like a couple of times in the movie.
100%. It's like you feel like you're missing something. Like she's trying to like tell her, but then like you said, we see how that she Emma was healthy. You see like Matt was there, the wife was there, and they're all haunted. And you see they were like killed, and there's a spirit there. And then all of a sudden, present day, you see like, Alex arrives, and Alex gets right up to the body, and he's the person that like hired Karen. And you see Emma is just dead right there, and Karen is just like completely absolutely on shock in
Yeah.
shock, like not even
She's
knowing what's
she's
going
in the
on.
corner, fully
Like
shocked. No, she's not talking. This dude calls the cops. It is just absolute like what the hell is going on right now? Like I'm trying to digest this story and I feel like I've got three different things playing out in front of me
for
and I
real.
don't know how to like focus my energy. Like, am I focused on Emma, Matt, and Jen, or am I focused on Karen, or am I focused on Yoko? Like, what is going on right now? There is a lot of moving parts, and it's got to help me figure something out.
Uh,
And
Especially with now, like that, it almost feels like almost like true crime too. Because then when the detectives, you see the detectives trying to like piece stuff together,
yeah,
and you see the detectives right away. I mean, they're like upstairs, and they find Matt and the wife dead in the attic. But not just the two people. They find them dead like in the corner of the attic. But they also find like a ripped off jaw.
yeah, talk about
Like
needing dental records ASAP.
for
What the
for
hell is
real.
going on? Like, I did when I first saw that, I was like, I don't remember anyone getting their jaw ripped off. I'm like, but my senses, I don't know about you, but my senses are on like high alert right now because everyone is dying so fast.
So
I
fast.
don't know how. I know this thing has something to do with it. I don't know if it's actually killing them. I've seen way too many movies where the spirit is trying to protect you from something else. Could that be that? Like right now, the way uh it's going, it leaves your mind wide open but you are creeped out like no one's business. And like you said, when they find that friggin' jar on the floor, oh man.
Yeah, lots of stuff to digest. And especially it takes you right to another woman, Matt's sister. You
Yeah, her
see it's
name's
Matt's
Susan.
sister. Yeah, Susan. And you see she's also haunted. And you don't know, like you see her at work or whatever. She's freaked out at work. Some stuff's happening at work or whatever. She goes home. And this is another scene that really stuck out to me, like especially the first time I see it, because she's freaking out at home, crazy at home. She goes under the blankets, just like curls up, gets scared, and we have like the under the blanket kill, where she's just like
I
hiding in the blanket. And what do you got?
I literally I've got and I'm gonna read it really, really fast because it's my
Yeah,
notes in this whole set of scenes. It's like a good 8 minutes. But I
yeah.
was like, when Susan's in the hallway on her cell phone getting a call from Matt, but only answering to that throaty sound the Grudge makes is enough to give you nightmares, let alone the staggering jerky crawl motion it makes coming up the stairs, fade to black in the doorway, the security like monitor glitching as well, and then this little thing coming up out of the floor where the little boy's watching her through the windows when she's trying to go back to her apartment. I thought
Hmm.
that whole setup was amazing as she's going up the floors and she's got her eyes closed. But the creepy ass fake out, man, from her brother leading right up into her getting killed in the bed. I was like, I thought you were supposed to be safe under the covers.
I know, for real.
It's
Oh,
just like everything again, dude, is just happening so fast. And it doesn't give your brain enough time to process, hey, maybe this is connected to this or this is connected to this. Because for a little bit, you start thinking, all right, Emma, Jen, like that whole thing. Maybe Doug is behind this, but then why is Yoko and Karen involved?
yeah, and and like you said, because you're bouncing around so much at this point. Like we just followed Matt's sister out of nowhere, and then right after the whole sister scene, then you go right back. You see like Karen is basically tells like her boyfriend like what is going on. Like her boyfriend Doug. So you see like she's telling him like, hey, some crazy stuff's going on. They ride the train home, and right away now you see all shit. Like Karen started to get haunted. She started
So
to see shit. What do you got?
This whole scene when she's wow, what the hell's his name?
The boyfriend Doug, or
Oh, Doug. Yes, sorry, my bad. Uh, when she's talking to the boyfriend and she's
Mhm.
trying to explain everything going on, and she turns and like looks out the window, and you see
Yeah.
her reflection in the window. That has
Hmm.
got to be the worst CGI I've seen in this movie. It's right up there with Michael Myers' mask and Halloween H2O. Like it is god awful.
Yeah, I had definitely had some thoughts about how much I thought this movie actually held up, what I was going to talk about a little later, but some of the different effects and CGI in this movie were a little
Just
interesting.
so bad, but they do make up for it drastically, Justin, because
Yeah,
right when she gets home, this has got to be one of the most iconic scenes from the early aughts. And when
yeah.
I say aughts, I'm talking like 2000 to 2009, because right smack dab in the middle, you got 2004. And you you don't even have to tell anyone the name of the movie, who the actress is, or anything. But when you see the shower scene and
Hmm.
someone's hands are washing the back of their head, you
Oh yeah.
instantly know, instantly when she's washing and the fucking fingers come through, man.
I would say another hand just comes out of like her skull, like helping
Dude,
doing that
I don't
too.
I don't think I washed my hair for a month.
Yeah, no, that's an awesome, awesome scene. I literally just my notes on that was shower scene, talk about it because I absolutely love it.
Justin
And
loves a good shower scene.
yeah, yeah, I'm like, oh, let's get into this one. Let's spend some extra time on this one. And even this next scene, when you follow Alex again, who's like they said, the guy who hired them, the guy that works, you see Alex, the dude's leaving work, and you see him walk past someone, and he's like, well, first, I think he walks down the hallway. You almost see something like like curled up in the hallway. He walks
Yeah.
past that, and then you see the ghost. It's Yoko, but I mean, she's not answering him at all, and she's just walking like she's a complete ghost.
She's shuffling down this hallway and she looks like she has just been through absolute hell.
Crazy. And you see like there is like a trail of blood to the point where he's kind of like, Yoku, like what happened? Like he's touching the blood and everything. And then she slowly looks up and she kills him. But when she looks up, you see there is no jaw. So
No.
we know whose jaw was
She
in the attic.
definitely looks like she has been put through the meat grinder from the 1980s classic Intruder. Because can we talk about who Alex is real quick?
Oh yeah, Ted is Ted
Ted
Raimi, right?
Raimi.
It's Ted Raimi.
Yes,
Yeah, I
it
was
is
saying I know it's
Ted.
one of the
I get the
yes.
brothers confused all the
I know I
time.
always say the wrong person. But yeah,
It is
that never mind,
Ted.
that's Ted Raimi. Like
And if
absolutely
you remember
awesome.
in Intruder, he's actually got the headphones on and he's in the back room where like the meat slicer and stuff
Yeah.
is.
Oh God. Oh God. I love Ted Raimi so much. What? Yeah. This movie. What a great cast this movie is too. I'm pretty sure that one of
So
those is
slept on.
oh, Clay Duvall was in this, the girl from The Faculty,
Yeah,
and like
yep.
Ghost of Mars too. Like, are you kidding me? And yeah. So after this happens, you see like you're following detectives now. You see the detectives. They're watching tape and everything. They're seeing some creepy shit on the tape. You see scenes of like Karen being investigating. So I mean, she's digging into the history. They're all digging into the history of this. And this next scene, you see, oh, was it I just lost my place. That's awkward as hell.
So
Oh my
we got
God.
the detective watching the
Thank
security camera footage, like you said, and this thing sends absolute shivers down my spine because not only does he see what we seen the first time with the grudge coming out of like the shadow and making its way down the hall and stuff,
Mhm.
but we see the full tape. We see it walk all the way down the hall. We see exactly what is behind Justin right now, pretty much, in the Yoko. Yeah, Yoko. Jesus Christ,
I know.
Kayoko. Uh, slowly raising up with her head down and all of her hair blacking out the screen to her leaning her head back and opening her eyes. This is another clutch image from this movie that you don't even have to see the movie. You don't even have to digest
Mhm.
the context. You could just
Oh
watch the
yeah.
scene and get the shit scared out of you.
Yep. So
But
creepy.
when we see the detective is finally starting to put these things together, he's like obviously doing his homework at the same time as Karen
Karen is.
because
Yep.
Karen's starting to figure out, all right, I found this news article with the mom, the boy, the dad, how everything played out. She's doing like her investigative journalism, if you will, and putting these pieces together. But my mind is blown at how fast we go from these like small, impactful scenes straight to the house. The detective
Oh
shows
yeah.
up there with
Gasoline.
10 gallons of gasoline. And then
It,
he hears like a child crying. So
oh,
obviously he's gonna do his due diligence because the homie don't want to set this house on fire. You know what I mean? And have someone
mhm.
innocent die in it, especially if they're going through something with these spirits. But he gets drowned. And I didn't even realize this was the dad for a second. I thought the detective was drowning the detective.
Right. Yeah, no, it took me a second too. I'm like, wait, I'm like, who is killing this guy? I was like, what the hell kind of twist is this? And then Karen's there, and this is a crazy scene too because you see Karen. I don't even call it a flashback, but I don't even know what you want to call it. She's in the same
She like,
room
yeah, she like
as
time warped as she
yeah,
walked up the stairs.
she's seeing what we saw flash back to the beginning when we had no clue what we saw that guy named Peter, and he's a professor, and she's like in the same room as this guy, as we're seeing, and then this whole story plays out. You see Kayoko, who's now like a killer ghost, but she was in love with him, like or
Like
she was writing
madly in love with him,
madly like
like dangerously,
letters
and like Mark
like
Wahlberg in Fear. Let me carve your name into my stomach,
yes,
love.
like stalking, like the amount of letters and stuff, and she gets sent them, or in just her journal. She was writing all this in her journal, and all we see all this unraveling. And then her husband came home, and her husband like found the diary, and he thought that she was having an affair. So he lost his mind, dude. He killed her, dude. He killed the son. He killed the cat, like
Dude, he killed himself.
himself, like
That's why the cat is always hissing.
that.
And
Yeah.
now, yeah, dude, this whole set of scenes right now, my brain is like overloaded. It's short circuiting. Like everything is starting to click right now. Like the way she creepy crawls and she's bent over backwards is
Yeah.
because of the way she fell out of the attic
Yep.
when Peter found her.
When he
Like
found her.
this
Yep.
kid just constantly being quiet and in the background is because that's what he was doing when like he killed her. Like the cat, the hissing sounds is because of the way he grabbed it and drowned it. Like the thuds is because this dude hung himself and his body was just banging off the wall. Like my everything. Whew,
No, that was a
click, click, click,
crazy
click,
scene.
click.
And then it literally shows like the next day, that's when like Peter killed himself. So like all of this just pieced together. And then like right away, like this movie is flying right away because you see like she finds Doug right away. All of a sudden it's like right back to like reality. And you see Doug. And you see Doug like he's like crawling, the dude barely can move, and you see Kayoko crawls up onto him. And he just I don't know if you go into shock or what you want to call it. Like
Dude, it
it
was
is
like
like
she was a soul sucker. Like she was
that's a good
sucking the
way. It
life
almost like
out of
sucks
him.
your soul. I was gonna say they literally almost just like you see like their like soul is taken. And as this is happening, she luckily sees the gas, grabs and torches this place because thank God she did because Kayoko is about to get her right before gets killed herself. You think she's gonna die. She absolutely torches this place, and then we're in the hospital. And if you want to tell us what happens here at the hospital,
When we're at the hospital, my first reaction was like, I didn't remember this. I didn't remember her having to like identify, not identify, but kind of
yeah, go
identify
kind
her
of, yep,
boyfriend's body. But
yep.
we see, Doug and Karen, and Doug is in the morgue right now. Like he's got a
Mm,
body sheet over him. They're walking Karen down the hallway, and she looks like she's gonna be mute. She kind of looks like the mom, Emma, in the
yeah.
opening scenes. And when she gets into this morgue room, the first thing that triggered in my mind is why is the nurse turned around and staring off to the side like the a Blair Witch Project scene?
Right.
Like she
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
nothing to do with everyone else waits outside.
Mm-hmm.
But when she's in there, she like starts to hear the sounds again, and then she sees the hand drop out, and it's not Doug's hand, it's
No.
Kyoko's. And then she sees the hair and she hears the sounds. And like just before she hits the panic button, it goes right back to it being Doug. And then she turns around, dude, and this fucking nurse isn't a nurse.
No.
It's Kayoko again.
It's
And
Kayoko.
we get again like the picture behind Justin.
Yep.
That's like our ending scene right in the end credits.
The end.
That's enough to make you want to leave the movie theater and not sleep for a week.
100%. Oh
Dude,
my
how is this
God.
movie PG-13?
It yeah, this is definitely very scary. And I guess I'll go to my talks right away. Um I love this movie. I did love it. I am not gonna lie, I didn't love it as much on the rewatch. Like it let me down a little bit holding up. I don't know if it's just because I remember it being so scary or it just scared me so much when I watched it. But I guess I watched The Ring like I don't know like a couple years ago, and that still actually scared me really really bad, and it held up. I don't know why with this one. I think some of the CGI, I think some of the faces looked really really bad, and it kind of
Yes.
took me out of it. And I didn't care about the character. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, but I don't know. I didn't feel attached to the characters as much. I still think it's a great cast. I wrote this is not as the classic I thought. It's still creepy. I don't know. I thought I was gonna rank this like an 8 because that's how I remember it. But I still think it's fine and solid. But I give it a
Can I take a
7.
guess, Philip? Ah,
Oh shit! I
I was
give it a
gonna take a guess.
I give it a 7. And like I said, that's still fine. I was just like in my head I thought I was gonna give this like an 8.4, but it didn't do it for me as much.
You can tell when we get on the same page about things
Hmm.
because there's been times where usually I go first and like I give you my like ending thoughts and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna be you right now, and I don't
Yeah.
feel the need to reiterate a lot of things because you just said them all. The
Yeah.
CGI, fake outs kind of take me out of this movie. The
Yeah.
jump scares is still effective. I do not get attached to any of these characters.
Yeah,
It is
that's what
very hard to rope me in. I think my memory of this movie makes it way better than it actually is.
that's
And
what happened to me. I was so excited.
I feel like this might be one of those movies where if I'm gonna rewatch it, it might need to be on VHS.
Yeah.
That way they had these TVs like 4K, 5K, all this other shit, HD, LT, CD, ABC doesn't overly expose all the flaws in these movies
Yeah.
because that's what it did to me. And when I said we're really close, Justin, and I wanted
Yeah.
to take a guess because you pretty much summed up everything I was planning on saying.
Right.
My final ranking was a 6.7.
All
And
right.
I thought
So,
that was being generous.
dude, so it's actually really funny. So I had when we started this podcast, I had 6.8, but I was like, fuck it, I'll just give it a 7. So we were actually almost like I almost didn't even give this a 7. I guess I could just stick with my original rating, 6.8. I just felt so disappointed because like I said, I was so excited to rewatch this, and then I didn't even care about the characters. I was just like, shit, man. Like
See, rewatching this dude is making me nervous about rewatching The Ring
right?
because these two movies were like peanut butter and jelly
Yeah.
from my childhood that just absolutely terrified me. And they were both PG-13. This came out in a wave of movies that were PG-13 that should not have been PG-13.
No. And that's what I
Like
mean. Like
there's
rewatch, it was just a lot of jump scares. And I love good jump scares. I think they're great, but I felt like there was just a lot of, I don't know, man. But anyway, I guess it's moving along. We got a cool tagline of "It never forgives, it never forgets."
It never forgives and it never forgets.
No.
Did you know before filming, the cast and crew went through a ceremony where they were blessed so that nothing bad could happen to them during the filming?
So more horror movies should do that because you never know. You don't never know when you're messing with stuff like this. Um, Talk about absolutely crushing it. They had a budget of $10 million, and this blew up to 187.3 million. Like, just absolutely just crushed it.
In this movie, like we talked about how everything kind of clicks back together.
Yeah.
And did you know the character of Toshio is almost always found with his cat? But in real life, the boy who plays Toshio, Yuya Azuki, was actually terrified of cats.
Oh, damn. I love this is my favorite fun fact of the whole movie is the guy who played Peter, Bill Pullman. He played in Scary Movie 4 the exact character. Like he played a parody in Scary Movie 4 of the exact person in The Grudge. So I think that's my favorite one.
Uh, when you cross like cultures and stuff in movies, a lot of the times things get overlooked. But I thought this was a pretty cool fun fact. Um, Although the house was built entirely on a soundstage, the actors and cast still had to take off their shoes to enter just to be respectful.
Yeah, I did read that.
I
That
thought
is
that was
really
pretty
cool.
cool.
And for Kayoko and Toshio, the makeup process took them 2 hours every single day.
That was legit my next fun fact. Let's see. What else do we got? Toshi's pet cat goes unnamed in the film. However, fans and viewers refer to his cat in this film as Mar,
All
as
right,
that was the cat's name in the original Japanese films.
gotcha. The type of the ghost that this is based on is a Japanese legend called I don't know how to pronounce this, Onryo, but that is a vengeful spirit that can physically manifest itself to hurt you, and that is what this is based off of.
So we got a little bit of well, I don't know if you call it a spoiler. It's in the spoiler section. The infamous bedroom scene where Kyoko attacks Susan from underneath the gap of her bed sheets was inspired by the old Japanese urban legend of the girl in the gaps. A ghost witch is said to enter our world only through the small gaps in the real world. And this is kind of crazy to think about, that the gap like between your bed and the floor, that's where like maybe under the hole
Hell
underneath the
no.
bed. I don't know. Look,
Oh, hell no.
give me
All
the
right,
creeps.
I just got one more, and I just wrote that the whole open mouth gasping sound was actually made by the director Kakashi Shimizu himself. So I thought that was really cool, and that is all I have.
So I got kind of a weird one for you. You ready?
Yep.
Katie Strickland and Sarah Michelle Gellar jokingly talk about Susan's death scene in the audio commentary as having lesbian undertones in it because Kyoko was hiding under the covers of Susan's bed before lunging out to kill her.
Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you.
That's so weird.
That's a
All
weird
right.
one.
Well, I'm hacky. This dude right here.
Just Justin.
Next time you do a rewatch on a movie from your childhood that you're very fond of,
Oh,
maybe we should watch it the way we watched it back then on a really shitty color TV.
for real, for
Hell yeah.
real.
All right. I'm hacky.
Peace. Justice. Peace.